besties are back for another episode of No Ma'am. I'm Will, and I'm joined by my podcast co-host in chaos,
Jhoany. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of No Ma'am.
All right, friends, before we get started recapping Drag Race España Season 5, Episodes 1 to 3, yes, we are behind. We know. You've dragged us. You've said it in the DMs. You've said it on YouTube. I get it. We're behind. We got you. But before we get into the recap, there's two things we need you to do. One, if you're from New York and you're in New York City nightlife, please make sure you nominate the No Man Podcast for Best Podcast at the 27th Annual Glam Awards. That's number one. Number two is make sure you head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/nomamthepodcast. It's only $5. You get access to the exclusive friend group where you get never before seen content. You get episode videos from previously on. You get episode videos from We Got Time Today, my solo podcast, and so much more. We're giving you unfiltered, unhinged, uncut, all the uns. It's great.
Uncles, aunties. Oh, wait, that's not on.
It's not. No, it's not. But, okay. So, we are finally recapping Drag Race España Season 5. We're giving you the first 3 episodes. And then after that, we promise we're going to be regular with the episodes. So you won't get a monster, episode all in one. We won't do that to you again. But, what are we thinking about España?
Well, first of all, España is one of my favorite franchises, right up there with Mexico and Canada. I think España has some of the most fashion forward and most talented queens of any franchise. And I'm always very excited to see. I think Supreme is a wonderful host and judge. I think she does a really great job at nurturing the girls, but also giving them really good critiques. And for those who don't know, part of our ranking, when we rate the looks, our highest level of ranking is over, and that actually comes from Drag Race España, from Miss Anna Locking herself. When she goes it's over, we live for it. So, we kind of just took it.
We really did. Which is so funny because she actually said this. And Javi gave his first over
and it was
in 5 seasons.
And it was very well deserved. I can't wait to talk about that look.
I have an obsession with this drag queen. An unhealthy amount of obsession with the drag queen.
I mean, I do too, and she very much well deserves it.
Yes. So we're going to do something a little different with this recap. We're going to give you episodes 1 and 2, those looks together, because it was a lot of them. And if there's one thing that España will do is it will give you some looks on the runway. There's been some controversy, or I would say some tension in the workroom between Crystal Forever and Nick.
Nick cannot say a single word without Crystal telling her to shut up. In terms of television, it makes great television. It's very entertaining to watch them, kind of argue and fight. We all live for it. I mean, that's part of the reason we watch Drag Race. But then I also feel there is times when Crystal just takes a little too far, and it doesn't necessarily come across off as lovable villain all the time. It just kind of comes off across as insecure brat.
I could see that. I was on the Twitter, and someone said that if it's one thing España is going to do, it's going to give us an old school villain who has transgressions against one of the transgender queens that's on the show.
Okay.
And a part of me was I've never actually paid attention to it in that way for me to say if it was yes or if it's a no.
I mean, just at the top of my head, I can't really think of any queen who necessarily did that, at least very overtly. No, it's also been a lot of seasons, girl, and a lot of franchises.
True.
So
I don't like the edit, right? Because no way am I justifying Crystal's behavior, because I think she needs to exhibit some more emotional control. But what I don't like is that if, in all actuality, Nyx did call Crystal an old hag, right? But in her defense, it was a roast. He was just joking. She was saying all that, right? Just being shady and throwing that shady banter. Now, to Crystal, I think Crystal took offense to that and has never let Nick let that down, right? Nyx can't say shit to Crystal without Crystal thinking that Nyx called her an old hag.
Literally, Nyx just tries to open her mouth. She's already shut up, I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, leave. I'm not going to change.
Yes. But that's the only person that she has smoke for.
Hmm. I mean, she has argued with a couple of the other girls, but that's definitely like her main target. That's like her punching bag.
Yeah. And what I don't like is I don't like the girls like having the side conversations and then not telling Crystal to her face.
Yeah, and then especially in the latest episode, you see it like you see Crystal pay attention and be like, I know they're talking about me. I think it was when she was talking to who was it? Was she
Alexandra.
talking to was it Alexandra? I think yeah, it was Alexandra. And they're like getting ready and she's like crying and she's saying all this and that, saying how she feels, and you see Crystal on the floor, like looking over, like, I know they're talking about.
Yes. But she even said, she was like, we need to stop that, right? Like, we need to stop having the side
When she was at the
conversations.
table.
When she was at the table, she's like, we need to stop having the side conversations and tell Crystal how we feel, right? But then you have to realize that Crystal did open it up to the table and was like, who has a problem with me? Who can't stand me? And no one said anything.
True, but I think the tone she was using, I think, might have made people a little scared to have another confrontation right then and there. And maybe they're trying to avoid that. Like, I could see Nyx not saying anything because she was already crying. She was already upset. Imagine if she had said, yes, I had a problem with you. That would have been a whole nother fight right then and there.
Yeah, but also, you can't throw the rock and hide behind the door. Like, you can't do that.
True.
Like, if you're
No,
going to
that's
throw the
true.
rock, like, throw the rock, right? If you're going to stand on it, stand on it. But you can't say that the other queens don't like you, or the other queens, or the other girls can't stand you. And then Crystal opens it up to the group and said, hey, you said all the girls can't stand me, so who can't stand me? And then everybody's like, cricket.
I kind of love those moments, honestly, when they get called out and they're like, ooh.
Right. And so Satine is like, this, you was talking to Nyx. This wasn't, like, you wasn't talking to me. So therefore, like, I'm not in this. Like, I have no problem with you, but I don't feel like I should answer the question because you wasn't talking to me. Like, this, your beef is not with me.
She's kind of the opposite of Crystal in the way that she's very, I don't want to say motherly, but I think she's a lot more mature emotionally and she knows when to kind of like butt in and butt out and kind of how to reel the girls in a bit.
Yeah, because I thought that was really smart. She was like, listen, Crystal, I have no problem with you. Like,
Yeah.
I have no issue with you. But at this moment, this is not for me to interject myself because you and Nyx are already like high level. So
Yeah.
for me to add anything to it, and she was like, well, I think the other girls is thinking the same way. For us to add anything to this, it's going to be more, we're adding fuel to the fire. It's already hot.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, but it takes an established queen. It takes a really like old school, it takes a mother.
When I'm
Right. It takes someone like that to fully understand the breadth of the situation.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. So let's get into these looks.
Okay. So first up, we have Nori. So we have the looks from the entrance look, the talent show, the first episode's runway, and the second episode's runway. So what did you think?
Okay.
At
So
all?
altogether, this package between the first episode 1 and episode 2, I gave it a soft ma'am because I was expecting more.
Okay. I gave it a meh, and I think that's me being generous. The first look is Rosalia, whatever the fuck the colonizer's name is. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. I know y'all live for her. I thought it's something we've seen before. It's very motomami. It's not the most original. I hated the grunge like dark makeup she put on herself because it didn't look natural. It didn't look like it was just dirt that happened to be there. It looked like she grabbed some black makeup and smeared it on her face. When it came to the runway of the second episode, girl, no. Like, it was just too much. I think there was too many ideas going on at once, and it just didn't give us what she wanted. But she was living for the look. You couldn't tell her that look was ugly.
I didn't get the reference for the Javi Vision look.
Oh, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I did not understand most of the references because I have never seen a Javi movie or anything they've done. I was just kind of going off of what I thought about the actual look itself.
I mean, I've only seen one, Veneno. It's so good.
I should see it. I should see it.
You really should. It's so good. And then her talent show. Okay. So we've seen a version of this talent show when Raja O'Hara did it on All Star 6.
And
When who else did it? Somebody else? Who else made a dress in a minute?
no, sorry, it just was Raja. I was thinking Bianca was the first person I ever saw do that, but that was at an actual
An
event.
event.
Yes.
It was a gig, yes.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's why literally it had the same
I think
thing that you had.
I think it was the premiere of season 6 where she did it. Like the premiere party.
So Bianca did it, was the first one to do it, made a dress in a minute, right? But on TV that we got to see on Drag Race was Raja O'Hara. She was the first
Yes.
one, if I'm not mistaken, to do it on All Star 6 as a talent show. That's the standard. So anytime someone else attempts to make a dress in a minute, it needs to be amazing. And so unfortunately, Nori did not have that.
No. It literally she sold like what 5 stitches and called it a day. Like I was confused. I was like, how is that gonna close? And then you see her struggle behind the screen, and then she comes out having to hold the dress together because there was no way she put enough stitches in that to like stay on her body by itself, and it wasn't anything interesting. It was literally fabric wrapped around her. I was like, oh, that's it.
Right. The intent was there, but the execution was a no, ma'am.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, so next up we have Daphne Mugler. So what do you think?
I was I was not expecting, based on the promo, for Daphne Mugler to be the look queen of the season.
Okay.
And to me, she's becoming one of the look girlies on the
Yes.
season.
With the 3rd episode, absolutely yes.
I think this is a yes, ma'am. I love the entrance look. I thought it was a really unique take on an entrance because that gives me a different side of her than what the promo gave me. I didn't understand the two-faced look. The talent show, I was hungry for more. I'm not gonna lie. I love when she did that death-defying flip over and I thought she was gonna like bust her head open. I thought that was the most interesting of the whole entire number, but I just wanted more. And then obviously the Javi Vision look, it looked like a vagina, but maybe that's the point.
I mean, that was absolutely the point. Like, even the way she's caressing it in that picture that you have there, like, that was clearly a toto. But for me, these first 2 episodes, overall, is a soft ma'am. I loved this entrance look. I think she looks great. She looks beautiful. I think it's very elegant. And like you said, it's something different. When it came to the talent show, the only part I liked was like when they like wiggled her in the air when it looked like she was swimming. The rest of it, I was just like, I needed more heart, more passion in it. If you're gonna do toxic, bitch, do fucking toxic. The runway, I wasn't a huge fan. My biggest thing was you couldn't see her face with this first outfit. It was covered, so it was very distracting. And if you're gonna do a tree, look like a tree, because I had no idea that was supposed to be a tree. Like if you're gonna do a tree, come out looking like a fabulous Groot or something like that. And then the second outfit, the one she revealed into, like that's not what you present on Drag Race. That was a gig outfit. I got what she was trying to do. Yeah, it's supposed to be a disco ball and whatnot, but I thought it was just very basic and generic, especially compared to some of her competitors. And then, I mean, the second episode's look was the best. I loved it. I think it was very campy, but fashion forward.
Yeah. Great.
All right. And then next up, we have La Caudilla. So what do you think?
Okay, she's becoming one of my favorite queens. I am living for her. The talent show, I gave it a soft ma'am because she was very pitchy. Very pitchy. It was very
The
pitchy.
girl got
No shade.
potential, but
It was pitchy. No shade. Did not understand the two-faced look. And then the Javi Vision look, I love it. It is something about being a showgirl and being very feminine on the bottom and then masculine-esque in the top and being a little bit androgynous with that mustache. Love her. But overall, it's a yes ma'am for me.
Yes. Okay. So I think they're all gonna hate me this season. Overall, with the looks that are presented here, it's a soft ma'am. It's like almost a yes ma'am. Talent show, I agree with you. She was pitchy. I think she has a good voice. The second episode's look absolutely adore. Like you said, I live for the androgyny. She's very glamorous with the big hair, the shape of the outfit, the thigh high stockings. But with the mustache, I live for that. I live for a little bit of androgyny.
Same. Love it. All right.
And okay, next up we have Alexandra del Raval. So, what do you think? I know what you
Listen,
think.
okay, so we talked about this before we started filming,
Mhm.
and I am over the titties. Now we know that I live for titties. I love me some titties. I don't like titties, but I love titties. But sometimes when your look heavily relies on the titties, it takes me out of what I'm supposed to get from the look.
Mhm.
And so far, her titties have been her look. Like, that's all she relies on is the titties. If you take the titties away from the looks, they're
Yeah.
meh. So that's why she
Okay.
got
That
a meh from me, because it's
okay.
like, it's, it's just there.
I gave her a yes, ma'am. I actually really like this first look. I love how over exaggerated the titties are. Like, bitch, those must weigh like 20 pounds each. I don't know how she's just walking around in those. Um, the talent show I thought was really funny. I love the burlesque reference with I am a good girl, she kind of parodied that. I thought that was really cute. The ending was so like over the top and funny and extra. It's very campy. I lived for it. The runway, I gave it a yes, ma'am. I thought the first dress was really cute. And then I was not expecting that like reveal. Was it kind of gross? Yes. But I thought it was gaggy. I thought it was funny. Yeah, I think it let us know exactly who she is, like based off what we had seen that whole episode. She's very campy, very funny queen. And then for the second episode, I thought, no, no, ma'am. The nude illusion was throwing me off. Like it wasn't done properly. It was just, it threw me off. And for me, I just could not focus on the rest of it. And it was just honestly kind of simple at the end of the day.
You thought that the nude illusion was the one that took you out of the look and not her wig coming off?
I mean, that too, obviously. That's the obvious one. But for like, I cannot get over the nude illusion. Like, I don't know, it just bothered me so much. I hate when they go for nude illusion and they can't execute it properly. And it's obvious.
Yes. But like, we are 5 seasons into Drag Race España,
Glue your
and
fucking wigs.
your wig is coming off?
Yeah, no. Girl,
Like,
fix your
even
wig.
Supreme had to say, girl, we're 5 years into Drag Race España and your wig should not be coming off.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I give
Fix
her
it.
credit for the, like, she got herself together at the end.
But she shouldn't have had to. Anyway, next up we have your favorite, the Neville Level Now. So let the world know what you think.
Over. I lived for it. I
Mm-hmm.
love this entrance look. I understood exactly who this queen was. And I love that from the promo to the entrance to the runways, I understand who she is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
love it.
yeah. I think she is one of the standouts of the season so far. I think she's like one of everyone's favorite, let's be honest. She's very artistic, very passionate about her drag. I mean, like you said, you know exactly who she is. Like every single one of these looks is great. All the looks in episode 1 were over. The look in episode 2 was a yes, ma'am. I just think it didn't live up to the other looks that she had presented and has presented afterwards. That's why it's a little bit lower on the scale, but it's a great look regardless. And I love just the little pop of color in that look, like on her cheeks with the makeup. I thought that was great. She has proven herself to be a great competitor.
Yeah, I mean, I like the talent show because she was a blank canvas.
Mm-hmm.
I love campy queens, but I also love the ones that make you think about it and then bring a message to it. And I think Denebola did a really great job at that. But I just love that I know who she is.
Yes, absolutely. Like you can, like she has not changed who she is at all, and I think that's going to be a trend that we continue to see throughout the entire season. I really do hope, and I do think she's going to stick around for a while, if not make it to the finale.
Yes, there's
Yes,
levels to her makeup, even with a white face, that I'm just like, this makes sense.
yes, it really is like she's a canvas. Every look she's presented has had different makeup, even though yes, the base is white. The eye shape is different. The contouring, the blush, it's different. The beard, she changes it up, which I think is great. I really think she's using herself as an actual canvas.
Yes. And I also like that we're getting more bearded queens on España.
We need a bearded queen on the US. It's about damn time.
I also think I love that we are getting variations to drag on these international seasons. I
Yes.
think because we have said it, that all drag is valid, all drag needs to be respected, and there is more than one way of doing drag. And I think that the international queens are doing a great job at educating everyone else on the fact that all drag is valid.
Yes, absolutely. The European seasons are the ones who are kind of pushing that a little bit, honestly. But maybe it's because they have the most seasons compared to like other continents or other parts of the world. But I love seeing these alternative or different takes on drag and it being respected. Like it's
Yeah.
not like they go to them and be like, oh, you need to shave your beard off or you need to change your makeup. No, like they respect it and they're like, all right, that's your drag. We're just judging you based on how you adapt your drag to this specific challenge. But they're
Yes.
never asking
And
them to like change it up.
right. And I think that the US needs to get with the times.
Very much. Very much.
Because I don't think that we are as progressive as we say we are.
No, I mean, like, look at these other seasons. They have bearded queens. They have a cisgendered woman competing. Like, that's not something you're going to see in Drag Race US probably anytime soon. The closest we've gotten to is Victoria Scone on Drag Race UK.
And I mean, we had Maddie Morphosis on, right? We had Got Mick. So, like, we get elements.
Yeah. Yeah. A trans queen
And
there?
that
Yeah.
came, and that like controversy. And
It
so I
did.
love that now on España, we already know that we're going to get a trans woman to come strutting in the workroom like nothing. If we don't, we're like, what happened?
Yeah. Well, same thing with the bearded queens. How many bearded queens have they had at this point?
Yeah. But it fits as a fan of the show who appreciates the art of drag. I would love to see that on our platforms.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we need that representation on our TVs.
Love that the European queens are doing it for us.
Yes. All right. So we sidetracked a little bit, but now on to the next girly, Margarita Califata. What do you think?
Okay. I'm going to give her a meh. I like her. I think she's very funny.
Yes.
I think the looks are almost there, but sometimes they just fall a little short. And to me, they just a little arts and crafts.
Yes, I agree with you. The meh. There's aspects of her runways or her outfits that I like. But overall, like you said, some of it is just giving like arts and crafts, like especially that cactus. Like it looks very cheap, especially compared to some of the looks that her fellow queens are presenting. The talent show, when they start off, I'm like, oh, okay, great. She's gonna give us something different, something we haven't seen. But it didn't really go anywhere, and then unfortunately, she dropped one of the plates, so that kind of ruined the whole moment. But
Yeah.
it wasn't anything to gag. Like it wasn't anything gag worthy, regardless. Like it was cute at first, but she took it nowhere. Personality wise, though, I'm loving her. I just need her to refine her looks.
Same. I agree.
Okay, so next up we have La Scandalo.
I get this a yes, ma'am. She's really funny. I did not like the entrance look as much as I liked the Two-Faced look. I thought the Two-Faced look was really fun and playful. And then talent show, loved it down. Make me so excited about STDs. I'm there.
Bitch, her singing, like, first of all, the song will fuck. I'm trying to translate it. It was like, put on a condom, like, blah, 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 blah. It was so funny. It was so campy. I generally had to keep stopping it to laugh and then like rewind so I wouldn't miss anything and be like, wait, hold up. Did she just say what I think she said?
Yes.
And this song was a bop. The song was cute. Like it was stuck in my head for like a week after that. And like I was like, okay. Or like that was very funny. Like that is drag, and that is the type of drag performance I expect from Drag Race España. Like they have some of the best talent shows. I don't think this season was necessarily one of the best, but there was some outstanding performances like Escándalos. I that first one was good. Yes, ma'am. It was nothing crazy, but I think it was a solid look. And then her runway, I feel like this is what Celexa was trying to do in the UK, but this is like executed at a better level. I do think the dress could have been elevated a little bit more because it was pretty simple, but I thought it was campy. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm living for La Scandalo.
Say, I really want that song. So hopefully she puts it on like iTunes or Spotify. Scandalo, let us know because I
Mm-hmm.
really want it.
Look at
Love it.
the cucumber or whatever it was, the zucchini. I don't know what it was. I lost it. I was like, oh my god, she did not. She's not literally rolling a condom on this cucumber right now.
I thought that
I
was
was like,
so smart. It was
yep.
so interesting. It was high energy. It was educational, but it was also really funny. It's a message. It's a bop.
It was a bop. I was living for it. I really had to keep rewinding it and be like, ooh, okay. This is how I'm gonna teach. No, I'm not doing it. I was gonna say this is how I'm gonna teach my niece about sex education, but no. That's this long way from now.
Well, I mean, they do start early, so you might. I think it'd be good. It'd be a good song without actually like the context behind it, but I think it'd be a really great song
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough.
because it has a jingle to it.
It
Like
does.
it's
It
not you can
does. It
just
was
like sing
really
the song.
catchy.
Yeah, I'm gonna search it and see if she puts it on like the internet. So
Yeah, I hope so. But anyway, next up we have La Madre, Satin Greco. What do you think?
Ova, love Satine. She's my fave. Love her down. Satine, I live for her.
Yes,
Okay, like live for her.
there's just something about an older, like old school queen that just exudes drag perfection. She, has been through it. She has learned through her many years of life what her drag persona is, and she presents it so fucking well. Like anytime she is up on that stage or on the runway, like she just exudes drag perfection, and I absolutely adore it. Not one single look she has presented has been bad. It has been great. They have all been slightly varied, but I think it's all a great representation of her. And I mean, her runway, that first episode, like I was not expecting that. It was full wing, full pito, like it was all out. I was like, oh, not
Yep.
on my good TV, but I
Mm-hmm.
was living for it regardless. I love the religious motives behind it. Is it going to piss people off? Of course it is, and I absolutely love that. The second looks, the second episode's runway, like the dramaticness of the shoulder, like that, absolute over, like everything about her is just great. I live for her.
She got the first over of the season. But
Mm-hmm.
with that second look, with the
Yeah,
second episode's look, she got the first over of the season.
I think she should have gotten it with the first episode.
She could have, yes. The religious look was really good. I was not expecting full penis on my TV, especially not on the first episode. I was not expecting full penis.
No, also
But
the talent show though.
I was just about to say it.
Okay, okay,
I was just
go
about
ahead.
to get into the talent. There is something about her lip syncing that I am captivated.
Mm-hmm.
I feel every single emotion in the song.
Yes, she knew every lyric. She knew every beat. She knew how to exude and really act out the lyrics to make us believe like she was the one singing it. She understood the words and sold it to us. That was a masterclass in drag. It was absolute perfection. The way she moved, the way she danced. Like I literally do not have enough positive words for Satin Greco.
Me neither. Like
Mm-hmm.
a woman. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know what I also live for? I think it was. I don't remember if it was the first. I think it was the first episode or the second episode when they're walking in and they're like, "Here come the gays, here come the girls, here come the NBs," and then it's her and was it Cristo? I don't remember who and her, and she's like, "What are we? Las what she said? I think she said las
Yes,
transvestis or something like that."
transvestites.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I was living for that. We
Yeah,
live for
yeah. And then
that.
she said it in the confessionals that transvestite is not a derogatory term.
No,
It's literally what we call ourselves.
it's
And I
what
was
they call
like,
drag queens.
no, but she also was like, it's because she's like,
Yeah.
listen, I'm a woman. And I was like, this is true.
Yeah, I live for it. I love her. want her in the whole season. I don't want her to go at all. I don't want her in more seasons.
Same. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have Ferran. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. So far, for the first 2 episodes, it's been a meh for me. What I will say was a yes, ma'am, and almost an over was Ferran's talent show. I thought that song was so good, but because Escandalo had a better one for me, that one just came in second. But Ferran's talent show was great.
Yes. Talent show, amazing. Over. I lived for it. Another Bob. It was so funny the way she was doing the wig reveal. That wig was disgusting, but it worked for what she was doing on that stage. I hated that wig, but loved it for the performance. It made sense. The way she danced, I thought was very funny. That performance was amazing. When it comes to looks, there's aspects of them that I enjoy, but overall, I think she needs to refine them a little bit. Like that, the first runway, I think was very on brand for her, and I think let us know exactly who she is. My biggest problem with Ferran, and not that I dislike the makeup, I think her makeup is good, and it's a similar critique I gave. I think it was to Bonnie and Clyde in the UK. Is she needs to adapt her makeup to these like very bright lights and HD cameras, because every time they show her face, all I see is that harsh white, like centered in her face and on the chin, and it doesn't blend out properly. Like she, it's very harsh. I think she has good makeup. I think she just needs to figure out how to blend that white in better, or maybe put a little bit less on it. Like transition it a little bit better so that when you look at her, it's not like ooh, you know, a jump scare. But I so far am enjoying her. Uh, I just I need her to fix that makeup.
I know what you mean, because when you do look at it, when they zoom in on her,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like she just has white and then
Yeah.
everything else is pale, right? Like it's just like,
Yep.
oh, white here, and then it just centers in the middle of her face. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, right?
Which
I
makes
fully
sense.
understand.
Like when she is performing at a bar, or a club, when it's dark, it absolutely makes sense. Anyone who does makeup knows you put a lighter color in the center of your face to brighten that and to bring that forward and to highlight that. It just for these again like very powerful cameras and very powerful lighting, she needs to tone that down a little bit. She can still get the same effect with less.
Yeah. Yeah. And also what I liked about Ferran is the juxtaposition between her as a drag queen and her confessionals as like out of drag. It's two different
It
people.
is. It is. But I'm living for her confessional. She's the confessional queen for me this season. So far.
She is. But like it is very masculine,
Mm-hmm.
like very edgy, masculine. Just giving me very like mechanic,
Yes.
dare I say, in the confessionals. But yet this is giving me like very edgy queen. But they're two people. It's totally different, and I live for that.
Yes. But I also feel like there's kind of like a doll aspect to her drag and her makeup, which I like. It's like an edgy kind of doll. I'm living for that. Like especially with like that entrance look, like that lip that she has on, very exaggerated, very dramatic, but I'm loving it.
She could technically be on Dragula.
I don't know if we've seen enough of that yet to kind of make that clip. But we'll see as
That's
the
true.
season goes on. Who knows? Maybe. All right. So next up, we have the name on everybody's lips, Crystal Forever. What do you think?
Overall, I've given Crystal a soft ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like she is throwing everything at us in the kitchen sink. And
Very
I
much
just
so.
want her to slow down. She may feel like she needs to compete with the younger queens. And I hate when the older queens feel like they need to compete with the younger ones instead of just bringing what you do best.
Yes, very much. So. I think if she just focused on herself, without worrying about anything that the other queens are presenting, I think she could do really great. She, like you said, she just needs to stop worrying about these other girls who are not on her level. I think she is great. She has presented some decent looks, some good looks actually. For me, overall, she's a yes, ma'am. That entrance look, bitch, that was Spanish RuPaul. That like I was like, oh wait, is that RuPaul? I was living for it. The Cher look I really adored. I thought that was very well done. Her performance I thought was pretty good. I think she had some interesting aspects to it, with like the book on fire, the inflating dress. It was given to me, and I mean this in a very heartwarming way, because one of my favorite shows of all time growing up was Power Rangers, but it gave me Rita Repulsa.
Oh, we love Rita.
Yeah, I know we love Rita. I thought the lip sync was a little bit off at moments, but overall, like it was a very great like drag performance, like very old school drag performance, and I lived for it.
Yeah, I think
And
Crystal's great.
those hair whips, girl, at 52.
Listen, I think she's great. She does not look 52 at all. Her mug is sickening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She does give us RuPaul vibes because she looks like RuPaul. Like when
She
when
looks
she's
about
doing
as
it.
old as RuPaul. No, I'm kidding. Because
No, but like
RuPaul does not look her age either.
no, she resembles RuPaul sometimes. I think it's the big wigs and the makeup and all that stuff and just like how she carries herself. And we've seen Crystal's husband. Oh my God, man, it's fine.
It was such a brief thing. I didn't really notice it. I just saw like people like
I paused
thirsting over him. I was two
paused
shits
the
gone to the wind.
television.
Like I was a little drunk right at that point. That was way too much for me to like go ahead and rewind and be like, all right, let me see this white man.
I don't think he white.
Oh, I thought
He's
he
like
looked white
white,
to me.
but no, I think he's like, remember, she's from Venezuela. They're like the white Spanish ones.
I know, but I'm saying she doesn't have to be dating a Venezuelan or be married to a Venezuelan.
I think he's Spanish.
Spanish people are just white people that just know how to speak Spanish.
We need to move on because that is wildly crazy.
Anyway, next up we have NYX. I know how you put these two like back to back.
I did because I'm petty.
You shady bitch. Anyway, what did you think?
I give Nyx a soft ma'am too. I like her. I think she is trying. There's elements in that. I think she's still trying to find herself.
Yes, it very much gives that. This first look was a no man for me. I was like, girl, what? Like it was too simple, it was too basic. Like 2 stars glued to your chest. Like that's not giving me gag worthy. The talent show, I felt bad for her because, like you said, you could tell she was trying and she was trying to do something different. The roast was a choice. And the outfits I think were a choice. I think they were very bulky. You could tell that there was layers to it, and she kind of lost her shape with it. The first runway, like it wasn't anything for me that was gag worthy. I did not like the reveal. The look that I really enjoyed was in the second episode. I gave that an over. Like that for me was a great dress, very campy, but like fashion forward. I really like NYX. But every time I see her, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of think of Gigi Good. I think she's great, and I want to see her stick around for a while.
Yeah, there is elements to Nyx that I enjoy. I think she's still trying to find either she's going to be sexy, if she's going to be serious, or is she going to be really campy. And I get that in the different entrance looks. She tried to be sexy and sultry, right? She's like, oh, I'm a pop star. And then the other one, she's like, oh, I'm a fashion girly. We see that in episode 2 when she did that amazing dress. And then she tries to be camp with the roast, right? Like for the talent show.
Mm-hmm.
So I've gotten 3 versions of NYX.
Yes, very much that. I think she's trying to find her drag persona. I think that's really what it is. But I think once she finds it, once she puts it all together and really narrows it down to what she wants to present, I think she'll be unstoppable.
I agree.
All right. So next up, we have Eva Harrington. What do you think?
She's giving me a meh. She's just there for me.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to be there because she can sing. Her voice was great in the talent show.
Mm-hmm.
And she was funny in the talent show.
Mm-hmm. She was.
I just not translating so far to me in the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, no, like that entrance look like it's a simple red dress with black tights. Like that's nothing to scream about. The talent show, I think, yeah, it was cute. It was funny. And then the other two looks she presented on the runway, meh. Like actually, no, for me they're no ma'am. Like it, especially that second look. I was like, what the girl? No, that dress swallowed her up, and it's a nasty color. But that's just because I hate green.
No, I haven't gave anybody a no ma'am yet.
I think that was the only girl, honestly. So the winner of the first episode, or actually there was a top two. They really gagged us with that one. Well, not really, actually. Honestly, I kind of saw it coming once they got rid of, once they saved the girls they gave the negative critiques to. I was like, oh, they're lip syncing for the win. That was kind of obvious, and you could tell that they actually believed that they were about to be put in the bottom. Like, girl, no, like clearly it's a lip sync for the win. Relax your titties. That's a lot of emotion for just safe. We find out that the top two are Daphne and Satingrego, which I think, I mean, when it's right, it's right. And Daphne won the lip sync. What did you think of the lip sync?
I thought it was a good lip sync. Honestly, I wouldn't have put Daphne in the top two because I thought Escandalo's
Escandalo should have
talent
been
show
in the top two.
was better. I thought she should have been in the top two.
Absolutely. Like, that is going to go down in history as one of my favorite talent show performances of all time. I lived through it. That was so
good.
funny. Yeah.
It was so good.
Yep.
Okay.
We're living for less Scandalo.
Yes. But can we talk about the next lip sync though?
Yes, that's what I was about to get to.
Because I'm so excited.
In episode 2, we found out Margarita wins, which yes, she was great. And oh girl, we barely spoke about the acting challenge. But let's be real, the acting challenge was a chop. Like it went on for too long, it was boring. That whole middle section, the pacing was off. Moving on. Margarita wins, congrats. She deserved it. She did great. But that lip sync between Nori and Crystal Forever. So before I saw the episode, I was seeing clips on TikTok of just the judges' reactions. I did not see who was performing. I did not know what the song was. Nothing. I just kept seeing the judges' reactions and their upset faces. I was like, "Ooh, what did they do on that stage?" I was really excited to see what had happened. They need to learn their fucking words. How dare you? After who knows how many seasons of Drag Race at this point, I think it's been well over 50 in several different countries. Why do you not know your words? Like that was a hot mess. That was one of the worst lip syncs we've ever seen.
It was bad. I had secondhand embarrassment watching it on the TV. Like, oh, I'm so embarrassed for them.
Mm-hmm. Especially Nori. Ooh, girl. Like Crystal had some slight redeeming moments where you could tell she was trying and she at least knew a couple of the words here and there. Nori did not know one single word. She didn't even try to mime it. The lips were not moving. I was like, girl,
It was
this
bad.
is how you choose to go out?
Yeah. And it seemed like she gave up.
It really gave like she was giving up. Which sucks. I don't think we got to see who she wanted to present on the season. But I mean, just from the first 2 episodes, I think it was definitely her time to go.
Yeah, but like honestly, I didn't have Nori being the pork chop of España on my bingo card. Did not think that.
Based on off of like the promo, absolutely not. I was like, what? Nori? But I mean, it is what it is.
Crazy. But all right.
All right. So now moving up to episode 3. So we actually had 2 looks for each queen this episode. So the first look was a red carpet inspired look, and then the second one was a Rosy de Palma inspired look. Honestly, I don't know who she is. I'm not very much.
She's a model. She's an actress.
I know she was there, and I appreciate that they showed us the look that they were trying to. I don't want to say recreate, but that they were supposed to take inspiration from.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what did you think of Alexandra?
So I'm judging this together because it's just one runway to me.
Okay.
Again, I'm tired of the titties. So for that, the looks were great. The red look was amazing. The rosy look did not like. So
I was about to say, I know you
thought,
did not say the looks were great.
Yes, I know I had to. So because I like the red carpet more than I liked the rosy look, together it's a soft man.
I agree with you. The software, it was good. Yes, it was campy. It's drag. It's great. It's elevated the structure. I just like some other looks better, and I did not see that look live up to those looks. That second look, all those different polka dots, it was too much. I'm seeing a trend this season, and it's those thigh high boots that are being put with outfits that don't match up exactly.
Hmm.
But that look for me was a no, ma'am. I did not like it at all. But anyway, next we have Daphne Mugler. I lived for it. All right, I'm gonna let you go first.
The red carpet look isn't over. Like the red
Okay.
carpet look is amazing.
Yes, the bitch is the red carpet.
Like she is. And you know it's crazy because we've seen the idea of throwing the role on the runway and do it.
Hmm.
Shout out to Lexi from Drag Race because I can't say Lexi, redacted.
But we might get a system to this.
And that's why I said Lexi from Drag Race. I like Daphne's way of doing it. I like the second look because it's just one color. All of the intricacies, I really can't get into it because I can't see it. But altogether, is a yes, ma'am.
I agree with you altogether. To yes, ma'am. First look, absolutely stunning, amazing, so campy, so couture. Adore it. Not enough praise for that one. Second look, it's cute. I think it needed more fabric, especially at the bottom. It needed a little bit more pleating. And my biggest concern about this look was that tiny ass fan that looks like she got it at the dollar store. Which I mean, they probably did. Let's be real. She probably didn't bring that. They probably gave that to her. But
That's
I
all
wanted a
so
bigger
true.
fan. I wanted a bigger fan because that fan looks like one clack away from completely falling apart.
Not that's
That was
all
my
so true.
that was my biggest thing with that look. But I thought she looked great. Next up, we have the Nebula Now. You should have saved that for last.
No, no, no.
Okay, so what'd you think?
Over. Babe, when I tell you, I yelled at the TV in excitement. Yelled.
I When she came out in that second look, I literally had to like push myself up and get closer to be like, wait, hold up, what is she doing right now? That look is so good. I thought it was already an over, and then she did the like sleeve reveal, and I was like, I lost it. I lost it. I think she looks beautiful. She looks gorgeous. Like the fact that she did that in the same amount of time that some of those other girls put those choices together. I thought she absolutely ate everyone up. Like there's not enough praise in the world for that second outfit. That's one of the best looks we've ever seen created on Drag Race in any franchise period. And that red carpet look was amazing. She looked great.
I love that she is pale from the top to every piece of skin that we can see that's out on the red carpet.
That is how you do like that's how you do makeup. Like, because we've seen some of these girls try to like paint their bodies and you see their skin peeping through, and it always completely throws off the illusion that they're trying to sell. This is how you do it. And the fact that it's white, like that's one of the easiest colors to mess up.
Yes. I'm telling you, she is great. Her eye for just her artistry, it's amazing. I have an unhealthy obsession with this drag queen. Like I'm obsessed. Like talk about stan. Like I am standing so hard, and I don't stan girls. I like them. I think they're great. I'm like, oh, I am a stan.
Hmm. And you know what I love? Like the girl we thought we were gonna get just from the promo is exactly who we're getting, but like even more, like more elevated. Like I expected her to be good and present some interesting runways. I did not expect her to be this fashion forward and this cunty.
I don't think I've ever seen a drag queen this in tuned with this level of fashion, with this kind of aesthetic before. Because normally we don't get the fashion girls that are alternative. We
I
got a similar, almost what Gottmik. Almost.
almost I don't okay. I For me the closest or like the queen I'm thinking of the most when I'm kind of seeing her is Sasha Velour.
After she won Drag Race.
Yes, after she won Drag Race. After, yes.
Yes. But I mean, like, on the show, Sasha wasn't like this on the show.
Well, so we saw aspects of it, we saw parts of it, but I don't think it was fully realized until she got the money and she was able to execute it.
No shade.
No shade.
No shade.
No shade. Because sometimes all you need is a little money, girl, and you will be able to fulfill whatever drag fantasy you want to.
Hello.
But yeah, I mean, she is wonderful. I can't see how anybody has anything negative to say about her. Also, her out of drag, that bald head got me feeling some things. That bald head with the beard.
I'm obsessed in more ways than one. Inside of drag, outside of drag. Like, I'm obsessed.
Ooh.
Like, it's crazy.
Okay.
Like, it's crazy. I'm like, wow.
I think that is the first time I've ever... You know, I'm not even going to say it. Never mind. Let's move on to the next girl before I get canceled. Next up, we have La Caudilla. What do you think?
It's a yes, ma'am. I liked both of them. I liked both looks. And it's something about that mustache. And she has a nice butt, but that's... I digress. She's a really nice butt. But you know how I love butts. Also, this was my favorite red carpet out of the two red carpets that had the pole. I'm talking about the pole.
You always talking about the pole.
That's true. I don't talk about the pole so much, but yeah. But I'm talking about there's two dresses.
I know. Yeah.
Two looks that had the actual red carpet with the pole.
Yeah. I kind of disagree a little. No, I like the other one better. For me, the reason for it is those the footprints cheapened it. I didn't like it. I did not like the footprints on it. Had it not been for that, I think it would have been a better look. What I am living for, like Caudilla, is when she said only two types of people have a mustache: faggots or fascists. I need that tattooed on my body. Like, I need to scream that at the top of my lungs for everyone to hear. Like, that is such an amazing statement, especially in this current climate. I love her for that.
I love that you have neither.
I know. But I love that statement regardless. And honestly, it makes me want to have a mustache. But that is too much upkeep, and it would not look cute on me. And I would definitely get deported.
My favorite part of this episode came from her when she said, and we'll get to the lip sync, but when she was like, "Oh my gosh, everyone is crying. There's so much emotion, and I feel like I need to cry. What's happening? What's happening right now?" Because that is so me. I would be like, this is a lot of emotion for safe. Right. And I would be like, why is everybody crying? And then I would be like, oh my God, there's so much emotion that I feel like I have to cry.
I can see that, yeah. Her looks, I just think they need to be elevated. That's it. I think once, like the second look, it's cute, but for me, overall, it's a very soft, like almost meh. Living for the personality, though. Living for the personality and that mustache. Next up, we have Emma Harrington. What do you think?
This is a no, ma'am. I don't like neither one of the looks. I don't like the first look. I ain't like the second look that she made. I ain't like none of that. I'm sorry. Nope.
Okay. So, second look, hated. No. Like, why did she add that green to it? It was unnecessary, like cheap, especially compared to the actual look that she was trying to get inspiration from. Like, no. When it comes to the other, I thought it was cute. I thought it was campy. It was drag. It was funny. And it was a solid dress. Honestly, my biggest problem with her is I don't really remember anything about her.
No, like, she's fading into the background.
Yeah, and you never want to fade. Not on Drag Race, girl. Ferran, what did you think?
This is my second no ma'am. I don't like it. I did not like it.
What happened to not giving any no ma'ams?
I did not like the red carpet look. And I also didn't like the one that she made because it was giving me vagina space, but not in the best way.
Yeah, no, I hated that second look, especially compared to the original look. It looked so cheap. It did not fit her well. It was just no ma'am. I really like that red carpet look, though. I love the structure it had. I like the campiness to it. I wish she would have walked out with just one stanch on instead of like all those like four that she walked out with or however many it was. But I thought it was cute. I thought it was campy. It was drag.
I did not like it. I didn't like it. I just like you are the literal red carpet, which I understand, but I wanted more dress. And then the dress I got, I didn't like the way it looked. It just was not one of
I
my
did.
faves.
I did. I liked the shape of it and the
And then
material.
without the stanchions, it's, it's the look. It's right there.
I still think it's a cute dress with even without the stanchions and the ropes.
I'm just mad that she took the one that she had to make. I'm mad that she made it chaps and not actual like a suit. She should have just made a suit.
That made no sense at all.
I'm like,
But
why chaps? Why chaps?
that's what she was
Fedon,
in
do
bottom
better.
three.
Do better. Right.
Hey, next up we have Crystal Forever. What are your thoughts?
I give this a yes, ma'am. I liked both looks. The second look, the one that she made, I really liked that one. I would have given it over, but I hate those fucking boots.
Thank you. And this is what I mean about the trend of like these girls wearing thigh high boots with outfits that don't go with them. Like, why?
I hate
It
them boots.
cheapened the look so much. It did not go with it at all. I thought besides that look, the dress was decent. I love the hair and makeup. I love how big that wig is. That is quintessential drag. That first look, I love. That's an absolute yes, ma'am. Would have been an over for me if she had just reversed the red and the blonde in her hair. And that again, that's just me being nitpicky. But if it had been like a blonde wig with red streaks, I think that look would have been way better because this is just too red. She needed something to break it up.
Same. Agreed. When she did this at the end of the runway, I was like, bitch, this is rude. Okay? All, all day. But I was like, why them fucking boots? No.
Mm-hmm. No, those boots they gotta go.
Like
Burn them, girl.
we needed to see some skin. Like give us some skin. I swear if she would have gave us some skin and that second dress, it would have broke up the red. Like give us some skin.
Mm-hmm.
Even the first dress, it was just too red. So like give us a pump, right? Like do something. But if you're gonna show us go all the way down.
I don't understand why she wore red stockings. And those red gloves for that first look kind of threw me off a little bit. There was
It was
ways to
red on
elevate
red
that
on.
look. Yeah,
Yes, it was red on red on red on red on red. And they needed something to mute out the red.
very much.
Like, you gonna give us a high low? Like, and then you're gonna give us a red pump that goes all the way like knee high boots? Like, no, we needed some skin. If she would have got some skin, I guarantee you would have been obsessed with it.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Next up, we have La Scandalo. What do you think?
This is a yes, ma'am. I'm obsessed with the red
Yes.
carpet look.
This is
Like,
so avant-garde, so draggy. Like that's literally all that comes to my mind. Like it's amazing. I live for it. I love it. It's very her. Incredible. And I think the second look was great. It was very
yes,
simplistic. Would have been an over for me if she had just incorporated the other colors.
same. I feel like the placements of the little fur things was a little weird, but other than that, I wasn't mad.
I like that. I just wish she would have incorporated something. I think it was like blues and greens that were on the original dress. I think it would have been great.
But that face and that hair, living.
That 80s like big old like curls, I love it.
Living. And then the red look, living for the wig. Living.
And
Like
this is what we mean with like compared to like Crystal, who was like red from head to toe. Like, yes, she is also red from head to toe, but she has moments where she breaks it up. But there's panels, her thighs are showing, her feet are showing, her arms are showing. It's not swallowing her up. Like, the
yes.
skin kind of breaks that red up a little bit.
Yes. And I'm like, yes. And then the wig is the right design. It is styled to perfection.
I mean, if there's one thing España queens are gonna give you, it's a fucking styled wig, bitch. Like they know how to do wigs.
Like it is styled to perfection.
They
I
do
saw
not
this
do
and I'm
shake and
like,
goes.
no, and I thought what La Scandalo did very smartly was to give us a different silhouette than anybody else in the red carpet look.
I made her stand out.
That's the name of the game.
Yep, absolutely. All right, next up we have Margarita Califata. What do you think?
No, ma'am. At all. No, ma'am. Nope. I don't know why she decided she was going to do an influencer look for her red carpet look. And child, I don't know what she was thinking when she did the second look, that pink one. I don't know why.
I don't know, but that first look was not given a red carpet. It was giving Kids Choice Award at best. That second look, one, she did not try to differ it from the original look enough. For me, it was more of a faithful recreation, and it wasn't even a good recreation. That whole bottom half of the dress was just a hot mess. It was an absolute no ma'am. And the stars, why? It cheapened a look that was already cheap.
Why would you put why would you tie the bow in the front and not tie the bow in the back?
Choices were made all around for her that night. That's, I don't even know why that's the biggest one you're questioning. Next up, we have Nyx. What do you think?
I gave this a yes, ma'am. I liked both of them. I thought both looks were cute for her. I liked the little British inspired first look, the red carpet. I thought that was cute. Even though she said she wasn't British, she said it was something else. It's another country. It's another European country.
Netherlands.
Swedish?
Netherlands.
Was it?
She's from the Netherlands. She lives in Amsterdam, doesn't she? I think it was Amsterdam.
I don't know. But I like that. I thought it was really cute to have that. And then there's the black dress. I thought that was fun. But remember, that black dress wasn't the original dress that she was supposed to have because the Nebula stole her original one.
Yes, that was a gag. But also made for good TV.
It did. And also, that was the dress that the Nebula needed.
Yeah. I mean, good for her. Because she ate them bitches up. But for me, overall, it's a meh. Like, nothing about either of those looks really stood out to me. They were just, why was she Marge Simpson? That's literally what she said. I was confused.
She did say that.
Also, I really, really hated the one. Hated it. I just could not stop staring at it. It completely threw me off. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, girl? Choices.
You know, technically, that really didn't bother me as much.
It bothered me like crazy. I could not stop staring at that. Especially with the specific type of stocking she chose. Like, why?
I also didn't mind the blue wig.
I don't mind it. I was just confused as to why the fuck she thought wearing blue made sense with this dress.
What I didn't like was the little miniature glove.
I didn't mind that.
That's
I like a little miniature glove. Moving on to La Madre, Satin Greco.
This was a yes, ma'am. It was almost an over. The look that took it out of the over category for me was the second look that she made because I think it was choices, and I'm not gonna lie, like the second look wasn't horrible. It could have been styled differently, but that first look, divine.
Yes, that red carpet look was amazing. She looked great. She looked like she was going to an award show. It was perfection. I actually really liked the second look, honestly, and I was
second look is not bad.
I like that. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. For me, it was a yes, ma'am. I like the shape of it. I like the color story she went with. I love that wig. And I love the head. Like, literally, I actually really enjoyed this look. Like, I did not understand why they put it in the bottom for this look. I was confused.
I think they put it in the bottom of the look because to them, they felt like it was like hodgepodge.
See, they also said it felt like it wasn't her, I think it was. Like, I think that was one of the reasons they was put in the bottom. To me, it still felt like Satin Greco. Maybe I'm just being delusional because I'm obsessed with her. And I'm just trying to, like, defend her. But I loved it.
It's not a bad dress. It needed flowers to go all around. Like, I don't think it needed I don't think it needed the yellow stockings.
I like the yellow, especially in contrast with the orange. I enjoyed it.
But it's almost there.
Okay, fair. Okay.
Especially for someone who's not the greatest seamstress, it is almost there.
The fact that she made this, yeah.
She's still got a yes man for me. I love Satin. Yeah. She's my fave. Okay.
All right. So, now for the results of the week. We find out, I mean, very deservedly so, surprising no one, Denebola wins. She got the first ever over from, I forgot which Javi, one of them. But she very much deserved that.
Ambrosi.
I can honestly, you can tell me a million times. I will never remember which one is which. Javi
Calvo,
one, Javi
Calvo.
two,
No, Calvo is the light skinned one. Ambrosi is the one that is the dark
the
skinned
older
one.
one. That's how I remember them in my head, girl. But I thought, see, I had it the other way around because I thought Calvo was the older one. But because in
No,
Spanish, Calvo is like when you're bald. So for me, it's like, oh, old people, bald, Calvo.
no, Ambrosi. He's the one with the. I don't know why I always think Ambrosi is the one with the
The
It's the
curly hair.
curly hair. Yeah.
See, I should have just said that instead of old. People are going to cancel me.
Yes, Ambrosi is the one that he gives me more like Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I remember like him is Ambrosi. And then
Okay.
Calvo is the one that's like the younger one. He just gives me like younger vibes.
That was.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
I know he be pounding him a new like into the bed.
Will.
I'm just saying. Somebody gotta say it.
Okay. We find out that the bottom three are Margarita Califata, Satin Greco, and Ferran. Again, shocking to no one based off of the judges' critiques. But the twist of the season, the gag is at the beginning of episode 1, every girl got half a heart. And every time one of them gets eliminated, they get to donate that heart or leave it to one of the remaining queens. Once a queen gets a whole heart, so once they have 2 pieces and make a whole heart, they then get the power to save one of the bottom 3 queens from the lip sync. But they have to use it that same episode that they complete the heart. So they cannot save it for a later episode. It has to be used right then and there. And as we found out in episode 3, they don't even give them a time to think or deliberate or anything. You just got your completed heart. Let us know who you want to save now. And it was a gag. So we find out that Nori left the heart to Satin Greco, and she chose to save Ferran when she could have saved herself. What did you think about that choice?
First of all, I was upset, livid. But second of all, I understand why Satine did that because that was such a mother thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In her mind, she's like, I've lived this already. I've done this. I am okay with what I presented. And she said that on the runway. She said that in Untucked. She said, I'm okay with what I've done. I've had a career, right? It's okay. She's like, I'm not giving up. Like, no, don't take this as, oh, like, I'm checking out. And I thought that was such a mother thing to do, to let a younger queen get the chance to really just showcase what they can do.
Yep. And I've seen a lot of discourse online about, oh, she gave up. Like, they should send her home, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's what it was. Like, it was literally her just being like, well, I'm going to let you have your moment. Also, I think it was very important for her that if she was going to go out, she was going to go out against one of her close friends. Like, I think that was very important to her, which is why she saved Ferran. But it was a gag, definitely. When, like, everyone was gagged. All the queens, the judges were like, what? You save yourself? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But we find out that Margarita wins the lip sync. And they had me for a moment there. I was like, oh, fuck. Tatin Greco's going home.
Mm-hmm.
But then Suprema announces that she's not ready for her to go home yet. And she keeps both of them. What did you think of the lip sync?
I thought that was literally probably one of the best lip syncs we've had in a long time.
Yes, that is how you portray emotion. I think both of them did really well. I was not expecting Margarita to serve like that, honestly.
No.
I was surprised.
Honestly, this could just be me, but it was giving me top 2 energy. I don't know why I felt like it was a top 2 lip sync that I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt like it was a finale lip sync because I could not get my eyes off of neither one of them.
Me neither. Like, every time I'm like, all right, let me look at Satin Greco because, obviously at that point I'm like, Satin, Satin, Satin. I'm trying to pay attention to her, but like, I cannot take my eyes of what Margarita is doing. She ate that.
Like, that was drag.
That was drag. And I was not expecting her to be able to out lip sync Satin Greco.
Like, that was drag. And you could tell, like, even the queens in the back, they were just looking at those two queens like, that's drag.
That to quote the I was about to say late and great, but no, the bitch is alive. The great
Latrice Royale.
Latrice Royale. That is high drag at its finest. That was amazing to watch. I do think Calvo was a little extra. Like a couple of tears, yes. Sobbing and like
No,
no,
he was ugly crying.
that was too much, girl.
Like it was like lip quiver and everything. He was
he was acting a fool.
No, that's how you could tell that was real emotion, because he was ugly crying.
I don't even think it was real emotion. I think he was just playing it up, honestly.
No, you can't do that. You can't play up ugly crying. Like he was ugly crying. Like it's some people who have faked cry and they just try to go like overboard. No, Javier was ugly crying. Like that was real tears.
I don't buy it. Those were crocodile tears to me, girl.
No, he was ugly.
You know what
crying.
It gave me? It gave me the finale lip sync of Drag Race Mexico season 1 when Christian Peralta's cutting the wig and Lolita is like forcing herself to cry. That's what it gave me.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say when Lolita like shaved her hair on the runway.
No.
In the lip sync. Oh, okay. I was like, oh.
No. I'm talking about like when she forced herself to cry watching Christian Peralta lip sync. That's what it gave me.
No, it gave me because that was fake. Javier was giving me ugly crying. Like I know that he's like a TV producer, whatever, so he may have, but like he was giving me ugly crying. Like that was ugly crying. I was like he was ugly crying. I'm like, oh my god. I was here on my laptop like, is he ugly crying?
Girl, that's a lot of emotion for Safe.
There really was a lot of emotion for Safe. He was. You would have thought that Satine was his mother,
right? But I'm curious to know, actually, what do y'all think? Do you think it was real tears or was it crocodile tears? I want to know.
I don't know. I think it was real tears. He was ugly crying. Can you, honestly, friends, can you fake ugly cry?
Yes, you can.
I don't know. That's hard.
Girl, what's her name?
Why would you
Viola Davis?
Why would you do that to yourself when you know that you are bad with names? Then you try to remember something and be like, oh my God, what's her name? You are bad with names. Why would you do that to yourself?
I was thinking of Viola Davis.
She was
ugly crying demand. When doesn't she ugly cry?
No, I just think that's her face. I love Viola Davis, but I just think that's her face. No, I don't think she's doing something extra to ugly cry. I just think that's her natural facial expressions.
Well, no, yes, when she's like, I forgot what movie it was, when like the snot is coming out and everything.
How to Get Away with Murder? When she did that, and she's like, Bonnie.
No, but then I think she also did it in a movie where she like gets. Was that her? Yeah, I think she also did it in a movie.
See, I told you, I don't know why he did it to himself. I don't know why he do that to himself. He do that all the time, y'all. He really does. And y'all just get a little bit, y'all get a glimpse of it in the episode, but he do this all the time, and he know he bad with names.
Names, girl. I have worked with people for years, and I still look at him and be like, "What's your name again?"
He does not. So, one last thing before we go: who is winning?
Is that even a question? No, it's
Who's winning?
Satin. If not her, it's gonna be then.
Nebula. Yeah, those are my two. So, friends, sign off in the comments. Who's winning España Season 5? Let us know. But in the meantime, you already know what to do. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a single episode of No Ma'am. And until next time, friends.